Help! My Mother is a Narcissist, Part 3. If you haven't watched Part 1 and 2, please go back and watch that. The link to Part 1 is above. I'm Raethel, occupational therapist, and this channel is about giving you the tools to self-heal with self-love, the most important tool of all. In this video, I'm going to talk about keeping your mind safe. When we think about things too much, and it could be all the things that the narcissist did to you that hurt you, I hope that you've been going to your safe place and releasing emotions or doing some exercise to flush them out. But we're going to take care of what's going on in your mind. Too many thoughts can actually cause your brain pain. On brain scan, this looks like areas of your brain firing off everywhere, and the balance between the two hemispheres becomes completely dissolved, and the flow of cortisol, a hormone that our body produces when we're afraid, when we need to fight or flee from a danger, is the wrong chemical to have in your brain. So not only are your thoughts chaotic, your brain's being flooded with cortisol. So when you notice that your thoughts are just going wild, they're going everywhere, and your head is a crazy space, here's what I recommend you do. You will have learnt the phrase, right now, in this moment, I am safe. Say it to yourself when your brain becomes chaotic. Say it as many times as you need to stop those chaotic thoughts. We need to break the cycle. It's like you're walking down a road. When you start walking in a certain direction, it might be a little foot track. After you've been down that pathway several times, it becomes a road. And if you keep going down it, it becomes a highway in your brain. Your brain literally creates more and more connections between the nerves that we call neurons. So what happens is the minute you start to think a thought that doesn't really serve you, or you start to think about the narcissist, it sets up this highway, and a massive highway of thoughts will go round and round and round in your brain, causing the imbalance. So we need to change the script. When you start a new thought cycle and use it every time you notice that you're on that chaotic one, you can create the new cycle in your brain, and it will gradually overtake and erase the chaotic one. This is called reprogramming your subconscious mind, or reprogramming your mind, but a lot of it happens in the subconscious and then you become aware of it. So we're bringing it to your conscious mind and reprogramming. So the first part of that is you noticing and saying, right now, in this moment, I am safe. And then you can turn your attention fully to what you are doing. Like that could be driving, it could be doing the dishes, it could be doing something at work, it could be having a shower. What I recommend you do is become fully conscious of what you're doing. Pay attention through as many of your senses as you can. So you'd be feeling what it is you're doing. If you're typing, you feel the keyboard under your fingers. If you're doing the dishes, you might feel the warmth of the water. If you're having a shower, you're feeling the water falling on your body. You feel your hand gliding over the body. Whatever it is you're doing, engage. Notice what you can see. Aromas that come to your nose. And of course, when you're eating, really taste the food. When you do this, it's easy to do this because you're snapping out of the chaotic thoughts and coming into being fully present. And that will create the new pathway in your brain. It doesn't matter how many times you do this. Every time you interrupt the chaotic thought process and bring in, right now in this moment I am safe, and focus your attention, you will be making a difference in your brain. It's okay to think about what is bothering you. You need to be able to do that to release your emotions. But when your brain becomes chaotic, it's really unhealthy to stay in that chaos. You need a way to come back, to anchor yourself in your reality. Subscribe if you haven't already. And until the next video, I am sending you love. My beautiful self-love magnet.